This started. It's time to get rocking again, everybody. Let's brew. Hey, what's going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Fred Lenart, subprime hero.
And we are brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast, live at Digital Dealer with the one,
the only Greg Ashe. That's right, man. I'm so excited to have you here. Greg Ashe, man, the man who's been on our show more than anyone else. He's been at every Digital Dealer with us, and he has been at our booth, and we've always had him on because he always brings fun, and he's a good friend of ours. He's somebody that we lean into quite a bit, man. I'm excited to have you here, brother. Let's continue this streak of interviews. I don't think anyone's even close. Good luck, my friends.
We need to start doing these a little bit after 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know, right? We're all a little bit tired. Yesterday was a long day, but man, was it exciting. I know that there was not just the event was great, but it's the after things. You know, when you get the chance to go network and run into people. I know that you last night I'm sure you were mingling and hanging out with all the dealers out here and other vendors. I know you have a lot of friends that are vendors also. What was your night like? What's the nightlife like around here after the event?
In Vegas, it's
Las Vegas.
Great question.
Well, Las Vegas is worse than most of them. We'll say the libations were aplenty. I feel bad. I feel like I cheated on you guys. I actually took a client to Secret Pizza last night.
Oh, you know what? I've actually taken a few people because of that visit.
Yeah, we have.
Okay,
I went there. I've already went once this visit too.
But I have to tell you, I think it's the cheapest digital dealer dinner I've ever bought.
Really?
Well,
that's what that is.
His sub $100 client dinner was great.
Bam! Score
for some good pizza.
Yeah, really good pizza.
Nice.
So, running into a ton of people here. I mean, we're here at the Mirage, so the center bar and parlor bar always tend to have a lot of the attendees.
Yep.
So obviously, press and flash, talking to people that, we haven't seen face to face in, a few months. So it's always a good time. You get a lot done during the day, going booth to booth and having meetings or attending classes. And then, after it just kind of continues, but in significantly more relaxed atmosphere, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree. And it is. It's really amazing how when you can go to an event like this, you get to learn a lot. But inside the halls, a lot of times the conversations are, they're unique because there's so many things going on around you. But when you can sit down and have some time, maybe have a drink, maybe break some bread with somebody, you really get to know them. And when you get to do that, those relationships build even better and they'll really hear what you have to say. Lou and I believe in a quote that Stephen Covey talks about: you must first seek to understand, then to be understood. And that's what you get a chance to do, is understand them a little bit more, really know where they're from, get to have a real conversation instead of a business conversation, which it's all the same at the end of the day, right? And that's something I know you're a master of, brother. I know that with what you do, being a two-time back-to-back world champion racer, right?
That's right.
Going into this industry and dominating your field, doing amazing things, having your own podcast, you're constantly looking for things to be better at, and you're growing, and being able to have those connections with people, it really works well for you because, naturally when you hear those things, you don't think that somebody who's a code writer, somebody who's into all that kind of stuff would be so outgoing as you are. But brother, you're above and beyond outgoing. You're amazing, man. You're a great guy. You definitely make what you do very sexy, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's not so drab. It makes it seem like it's a fun thing to do, and you do. And that's why we love to highlight you. Most importantly to everybody out there, all you young guys and gals that are looking to get a career one day and you don't know what it is, look into automotive. Look for people, mentors like a Greg Ashe, because I guarantee he can teach you guys a whole lot and show you something that's amazing that you would never think was possible. So that being said, M1 Data and Analytics, my friend, congratulations with all the success you guys have had with your business and what you guys have been trying to do. I know you're here making business happen also. What's hot and new with M1 right now?
I would say the hottest thing. So we just launched on October 1st our 2.0 version of Smart Pixel, which is our web de-anonymization platform,
Heck yeah.
where we de-anonymize web traffic in real time for those that don't actually fill out a form.
Yep.
Which is, very popular in automotive. It's very popular in several other industries as well, but we do a significant amount of business in automotive. So we just launched the 2.0 version of not only our technology, but our platform. We have additional API integrations that make the process of getting that data and ingesting it into your own platform or to a third-party provider, such as a fulfillment agency, whether it be direct mail, display, social.
Right.
So that's been going great for us. We also have quite a bit more visibility into how that individual came to your site,
Really?
who was the referring partner, as well as what they did, more incremental time on site information. So just more so KPIs and analytics. Nothing's really changed in the matching logic
Sure.
or the data itself that we use and how we de-anonymize that traffic. But over the years, just listening to client feedback and whatnot, we were able to really hone in on how we could make the product better, and provide, the visibility that everybody was looking for. I believe it's going to help out dealerships themselves a bit more. One of the things that the big focus on 2.0 was really allowing a dealer to go above and beyond just saying, hey, Mary Smith came to my website, but also understanding that they pay X vendor to bring Mary Smith to the website.
Mm-hmm.
And was Mary Smith, the person that they were actually trying to target? Did it meet the demographic requirements or current vehicle ownership requirements that they were looking to target in order to bring them in? So traditionally, a dealer relies on Google Analytics and is just saying, okay, I got this many visitors, this was unique, here's my goal completion. But don't really have a product to understand why they didn't achieve the goal completion or did achieve the goal completion, or why they only achieve it a certain percentage of times. So we wanted to be able to provide additional data granularity to say, hey, that was my target, or I paid that vendor and they're not hitting the demographic, which is why they may be underperforming compared to company A, company B, or what the dealer's expectations were. So I would say that's probably our hottest. Obviously, our location data, and understanding people that are currently shopping or servicing at dealers. I would say we've really expanded in the EV market, which is something we're set to launch on November 1st.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
We have polygoned every single charging port across America for EV vehicles, down to the level of down to the level of port, because it's important to know if they're on a DC3 charger, if they're on a level 2 charger. Above and beyond that, we've mapped out all the homes across the U.S. that have solar panels to understand do they not only have solar panels, but also an EV. We're doing this for a multitude of different reasons. We're working on a big project. I can't say who it is, but it's understanding the current infrastructure in place with chargers compared to owners in the EV market, and how OEMs can further enhance how they grow the EV market, what problems they're going to run into in the infrastructure. So one of the biggest things out there is multifamily dwelling units, apartments, condos, townhomes.
Right.
How do you push those individuals that don't have an opportunity to put a solar panel in or have an ability to park in a garage and plug their vehicle in? How do you put the infrastructure in place to handle, a large density of people in a single given area, without overloading the grid, is the things that we're seeing in California. So we've done a lot of those projects. We're also trying to help the companies out there that, like the Black Books or the Kelly Blue Books, better understand how individuals are charging their vehicles. Right now, EVs when you go to trade it in, it's done on a trade-in value based on the traditional wear and tear of a combustion vehicle.
Right.
When we all know that if the battery goes bad, that's a $30,000 RO.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the last thing you want to do as a dealer is pay top dollar on an EV trade-in and then sell to another consumer, and in 90 days the battery goes bad. So a consumer just buys a $30,000+ used EV vehicle. 90 days later, they have to put another $30,000 into it. Helping some of the companies out there that establish trade values on EV vehicles have better insight into how these vehicles are being charged so that they can establish a proper market value to that vehicle.
My goodness.
So I would say those are the hottest items.
That's what's popping.
I don't know if that's sexy to everybody.
That's
to me, as
sexy
a
to
data
heck to
guy,
me.
it's sexy.
It's super sexy. I mean, I think about the opportunities there by knowing that data. I think about how we can help clients better by knowing that data, how we can market our clients better by knowing what they want.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we're starting to find out it's not just about doing blanketing things. It's about figuring out how to get to one person and make them feel special. And I think it's like that with everything we do, everything from our marketing to even the way we train salespeople now. You can't go in and talk to all of them as one. You can, but you want to go to each one and make sure that each one knows, I know what your why is. I know what's going on. I'm going to make sure that you get that special feeling, right? That's what you guys are doing with that. And knowing that that's the future. And we know that California by 2030 wants to be all electric. You know that all these companies are claiming that by the mid 2030s that they're all going to be electric vehicles only.
Yep.
What are we doing if we're not looking into that data today? What are we doing if we're not trying to figure out how we can make that happen better for everyone, to include the OEMs?
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that might be who you're talking about. So anyway,
I can't say.
I know you can't. So that being said, listening to that, man, my brain was going like, because I honestly have never even thought about that. And now that you're saying that, now my brain is all over that. So hot stuff, you guys. Seriously, reach out. You got to reach out to Greg. Reach out to everyone at M1 Data and Analytics. They are doing some amazing things. If you have something that's big that you want to get studies on, you want to be able to figure out how to get that data. These are the people you come find it from. They can figure out how to customize anything that you want to be able to get the data that you need. I promise you, they'll find it. They are the data minds. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kill it. So that being said, brother, man, that was amazing, bro. Like, I don't know what do you got to say on top of that.
You brought a whole lot on that.
I mean, I'm like, my brain is really just like, holy
and the thing
crap.
is that's a piece of the conversation that needs to be in the room for the dealers understanding what OEMs and what the big boxes actually have the ability to go after, and as far as solutions go, they can actually, with the way digital is, they can go directly to consumer in an instant. And just as easy as we can order our coffee before we have to get to the line, a customer can have what they want, the manufacturer can deliver their product, and they can have all the information on who's wanting it right away. I mean, there's nothing really stopping them from stretching in that area, just getting the data. And not all data is created equal, right? It's important that you are getting the right stuff. And with this 2.0 launch,
2.0
of the Smart Pixel, right? I mean, you're getting so much information without the customer enrolling. And help break that down a little bit more, because you said a whole lot of smart stuff, okay? And we are talking with a lot of car guys and car gals that you guys are smart too,
yep,
right? But there's a lot of smart stuff he said, and it's a little bit on a different level. So let's connect that to what we understand as, again, people coming to your website, folks, they don't always fill out a lead. Break down a little bit more on what you're actually getting as you install that Pixel.
So dealers or any company, let's focus on dealers, just because we're here at Digital Dealer. So, you know, your average dealer spending $40, $50, $60, $100,000 a month to market, whether it's TV, radio, billboards, direct mail, digital, social, whatever have you. They're spending tens of thousands of dollars a month. And, you know, traditionally it's just like, okay, well, last month we had 8,000 visitors and this month we have 8,100 visitors. Those marketing dollars were, that increase was well spent. Well, did it convert better? Was the right audience targeted? So our technology is a simple 1-sentence script the dealer puts on the website, and we de-anonymize the web traffic, and we give you a ton of information. We probably give you too much information, to be completely honest, but, things that we learned, for instance, during COVID in the RV market is a good example, where if someone visiting the website was an empty nester household over the age of 45 that owned a dog, they were 3 times more likely to fill out a form or convert to a purchase. Now that's a lot of data in a very specific instance, but the same instance occurs in automotive, and it's very, manufacturer driven. When they release a new model, they have a specific target audience that they want to push into that vehicle. Now that doesn't mean that they don't want everyone else, but there's a target audience that they feel is the best purchaser, and that if you send them the proper next best message, you'll get them into the dealership.
Wow.
So Smart Pixel gives you all of that granular data that allows you to make sure that the demographic that you hired your vendor and marketer to target is what's being targeted. Understanding that, when males come to your website, they take this path. When females come to your site, they take this path. If you know that, targeted search or keyword search data is targeted a lot in the display network. If somebody searches for this, then are they, going this path through the website or that path through the website? So understanding where that traffic generated rather than just a line in Google Analytics, understanding the actual demographic behind not only where they came from, but who they are, so that you can send that next best message. So that's the whole point of Smart Pixel. Now, Smart Pixel, we don't really do a lot of end user dealer direct. Generally, we're working with their agency or another marketing department or some type of analytics department. Some of the larger agencies that 15 plus stores, they tend to have an internal marketing department, so we work with them and help them break it down.
Awesome.
But we do have we do have a bunch of even smaller 2, 3, 8, 10 type dealerships that we work with directly. It's just not business that we tend to go after, because generally the analytics and the marketing improvement isn't being done in the dealer. It's being done at the agency level.
Gotcha. So much right there. Let's say what's up real quick. This looks like Don Brady in the house. More than likely, that's Don Brady. What's going on? He's walking around here like a phantom.
No, but seriously, what they're doing is phenomenal. What they're trying to make a change in this industry, the way they're trying to make a change in this industry, I should say, is huge, because they bring it from all different aspects. It's not just automotive. You guys find data everywhere, and data is data. But like Lou said, not all data is equal, right? It's created equal. So you got to understand that you got to find the right people that know where to get the right data, the clean data, the data that you're actually looking for, not some fluff. They want the real stuff, right? We keep talking about that this week. Man, that's what you guys are, man, over at M1. They are no fluff, nothing but the real stuff, man. And I love that. I love that business is doing well. I'm glad that you're here, brother. I'm glad we got to do this interview with you. What a great time. Man, I don't even know how many times you've been on the show, but I know it's double digits. It's double digits.
It is. No doubt. Real quick, Curtis DeGrody wants to shout you out, saying that he loves that guy.
Oh, I love Curtis too. Congratulations to Curtis and Kathy for tying the knot. I think it was a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
You're right.
We wish you were here.
Congrats. Let me see. Jason Grimes might be tuning in, but did you know that we are sponsoring his car?
No.
We are sponsoring his car, and for some reason I can't get that shot up here, but shout out to Jason Grimes.
Shout out to Jason. Met Jason a long time ago, back in the racing days.
And he's having some fun right now. Yeah, it's a small world, but not in automotive. Car guys and car gals, you know the deal. We have some incredible people that are here that we're going to continue interviewing for the rest of the day. We're only on day 2 at Digital Dealer, and we have the most interviewed solutionary ever right here, the one and only Greg Ashe. We're so thankful that you took some time to spend with us today, but things are starting to get buzzing, and I know you got a lot to do, we got a lot to do, and you got a lot to do. So get ready to make something happen, but you know how we got to wrap up the show.
You know how we wrap up every one of our shows.
Got to get that forgive, focus, fly, keep growing, rocking. So on 3, everybody go ahead and say it loud. Make sure all of Digital Dealer can hear us loud. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing. That's right,
everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Lou Ramirez, the Car Guy.
And I'm Fred Lenart, Subprime Hero.
And you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast at Digital Dealer 2022. Fabulous Las Vegas with the one,
the only, Greg Ashe. That's right,
everybody.
Man, thank you so much.
Get that other one. I need a high five. High Five Patrol's coming through, coming to see you. See y'all 9:33 in the place to be. We out.